Today on The Real.
On Girl Chat, Tamara catches Aiden cussing. Did you say bucket? He said, no, I said. And We Read You is back with guest co-host Kelly Osbourne.
Plus, my husband Israel performs with Hezekiah Walker.
Then, how one mother has turned the tragic loss of her baby boy into a beacon of hope for others.
I don't want no one else to feel that way. You're not alone.
The Real.
Friends of The Real, you all have no idea how excited I am for our guest co-host today. She's a host, a fashion designer, actress, and a singer whose song just won a Daytime Emmy. And she's also one of my home slices for life. Give it up, y'all, for Miss Kelly Osbourne.
So honored to be here on this show, Dave. You've no idea.
Really?
We've been talking about it for so long. Yes. So it's nice to finally be here and sit with you guys.
I'm excited.
I was all nervous this morning, like getting ready, like I put my best dress on, make sure my hair is good.
Oh, girl, the hair is laid.
You made it so
amazing.
You're on fleek every single day.
I
so.
like your tattoo, too.
I
You have
love
a
it.
tattoo on the side.
Yes.
I won on both sides, one that says stories and one
Yeah.
that says solidarity.
I love it.
That's so dope.
Thank
All right, you guys, no one actually keeps it realer than this one right here.
Right.
Like, I don't even need to ask. I know she's ready for Girl Chat, right?
Yes.
First up, the Daily Mail reported that a user by the name of Lori Williams sparked a fierce debate on the site Mumsnet after criticizing her ex for taking a picture of their 9-year-old daughter in the bathtub. Some users on the site felt that 9 was too old to be photographed in the tub. However, others felt that it would be okay if the child was hidden or, obscured by like toys or bubbles. So, what do you guys think? Tam, you're a mom.
Yeah. I think there's... Honestly, I don't know. I didn't see the picture.
Okay.
I think nowadays dads are a lot more involved than they were back in the day. So we have to give them props
Absolutely.
for being present for the children. First off, okay? And then you have to think about single dads. So I'm trying to remember when I think I was around 8 years old when my mom, would take pictures of my sister and I in the tub. I don't remember my dad ever doing it because my mom was a little bit more old school. We weren't even allowed to sit on my dad's lap. That's just how it was, right? That's just how it was back in the day. But I truly believe it's all about the child vocalizing when they are ready, when they're not ready. So for me, I'm gonna wait till Arai, which I think is maybe 7 or 8, when she starts to feel, you know what, Daddy, I just want mommy. I feel more comfortable with mommy being with me, and I'm definitely not gonna, take pictures of her and just, spread it out to the world.
Did he spread it out, or did he just
No,
send
I
it
don't
to
think he's
his wife?
spread it out.
He
I think
only
just
sent
it
the
to
photo
ex-wife.
to the... It's not his wife, so this is his ex.
Ex-wife.
Right. So he just sent the photo to her, like, hey, giving her a bath, getting her ready for bed, or something to that effect.
That picture, when it exists on a phone, it exists in clouds, it exists in the atmosphere. You gotta be careful, man, because that picture can go anywhere. So I understand that. However, I gotta say, when I heard about this story, I was kind of thrown off because I was like, when you grow up in certain households where there's not really a bedroom and a bathroom for everybody, like I grew up in a 3-bedroom home with 15 family members because my family sponsored the rest of my family over from Vietnam to live. We didn't have anything called privacy. When I was
on a tour bus.
Yeah. Oh, a tour bus is even worse?
Woo. You have one bathroom that you can't even use to take a number 2 in. You have to stop at a truck stop.
Oh.
And you pretty much, your bedroom is the size of a coffin.
Got
because
it.
it's a bunk bed.
Yeah.
And it's just up to 12 people. and you're all trying to get ready and find your clothes and...
So everybody naked?
No. My dad had very strict rules about that. When my dad did bathe us when my mom was away, he always made sure that the girls wore bikini bottoms because he was, like, he's always been that way.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen my dad naked unless, like, he was on the couch in his underwear and, like, a ball popped out or something. And then you'd be like, oh, Dad! But other than that, he had very strict rules about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, I get leaving the door open while your child is in the tub. But at 9, I think, especially for a girl, that's when you're starting to learn your independence and want to do things
starting to develop.
For yourself.
Yes.
I certainly wasn't developing at 9.
Right?
No, I wasn't.
Me neither, girl.
Well,
I
kids-
was late.
Yeah, but do you remember actually when you started developing that you got the sense of I need to start protecting and covering? Like I remember
For me,
that.
it was 8.
Okay.
I remember that.
Dang, you got boobies
no,
at 8?
No. What I mean is I really recognized, like, wait a minute. These are breasts. And
Are you there, God?
They're
Sorry,
Margaret.
Margaret.
They're
Private
private.
parts.
They are a private part, and they're going to grow into something bigger. I guess I learned. That's when I started learning to be shy about my body. If someone of the opposite sex was in the room with me, because at one point, all 3 of us, my sister, my brother, well, yeah, it was Tia and I and Taj.
Yeah.
We all would take a bath together.
Yeah.
And then around 8, I was like, wait a minute.
One of these things is not like the other.
Yes.
Something a bit different.
So that's what I mean by I noticed, you know, things were gonna like start developing.
You're so classy.
I
I
was
went and got the
self-aware
hand
then.
mirror and I went and back into my bedroom and I was like, let's check this stuff out. Oh, yes. I wanted to see everything that was going on.
With your brothers?
No! No, with me. I wanted to see everything that was
I
happening.
did the same thing, and I was like, I am never doing this again. It's so ugly.
Oh, when you looked at yourself
Through the mirror, I'm like, ugh.
I know.
It's like,
a little scary.
It's not
like
whereas-
amazing.
Whereas a penis is always funny.
Right.
I think sometimes you can, especially in school in England, we'd have to do swimming class, and everyone would change. At the same time.
Co-ed?
No.
Oh, okay.
I went to
So
an
the
all-girls
girls'
school, and that was the part where we started to like discover like who was getting boobs, who wasn't.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember the first girl that got pubic hair in my school, and it was just like the biggest deal. And that's when I realized, oh, okay, girls go things differently, and everything. I went from sharing a room with my brother to having my own room.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You know? Well, you know, everybody has a different thing for their
Yes.
parents and things like that. Just be careful with your kids.
Yes.
And like, I agree with you, Tam. You know, when it's time for them, when they're like, I'm good, you ain't got to take no pictures of me, stop taking pictures, all right? That's it. Well, if you like to sing in the bathtub or your shower, you better listen up. Even though it's only been off for a year, I mean, there's already talks of an American Idol reboot coming to ABC. Yeah.
Real? I'm so shocked by this.
Yeah, TMZ reported that the relaunch is slated for March premiere in 2018, and that it's unlikely that Ryan Seacrest will return as host due to his new commitments hosting Live with Kelly and Ryan now in New York. So let me ask this to you, Kelly. Who would you like to see for the reboot as a host and a judge for American
I'd be
Idol?
fabulous.
Yeah, okay, I think you would.
I only say that because I love watching, because my mom is a judge on X Factor in the UK, and she did America's Got Talent here. So my favorite part was to see what goes on behind the scenes, to see how the host actually does do a lot more of mentoring and coaching them through rather than the judges.
Right.
And I think that part is the most interesting. But for a panel, I was thinking about this, and I think I put together like the most perfect panel.
Let's hear it. Who are the
Okay.
judges?
Yes.
And the judges are?
Kelly Rowland,
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Skrillex,
Skrillex.
Ooh, that's a really good one.
Kesha,
Okay.
All right.
and either Ludacris or Missy Elliott.
Oh, Missy Elliott all day.
I think that'd be a great panel.
Have they ever had a hip-hop artist as one of the judges on American Idol?
Nicki Minaj.
Oh,
that is
and
true.
Mariah.
But what they really need,
I got
they
it.
need an old head, somebody that know about touring, somebody that still got their voice. You know who they need? Gladys Knight.
Oh, yeah. That's good. I hear you there. Okay, I got an idea that might top that. I think American Idol has always needed one of the major stars who made it from American Idol, like Kelly Clarkson.
That's really good, yeah.
Come on,
Good.
somebody who actually went through it, somebody who knew
Yeah.
what it felt like.
That's a good idea.
That's such a good one. Who would you have, Tam?
Well, you see, I'm all about the OG Simon Cowell. I would love for him to come back.
Okay.
I love him.
Yeah.
Because he's real.
He's
Whether you like him
really
or
is.
not, he would be really honest. And I would say more than half the time, he was telling the truth.
That's the thing about
things
Simon.
that people
He
were
tells you
afraid
the-
to say. I'm just saying.
He tells you the truth.
He's nice in person, though. Have you guys met him in person?
He's a good friend of mine.
He's like completely the opposite.
Yeah.
He's
I
never
love it.
changed with me. He still tells me exactly what he thinks. If I walk in the door and he's like, "What have you come dressed as today?" I'm like, "Thank you, Simon." But he's always honest because then I'll look back and I'll be like, "Oh, he was so right."
That is funny. I would want to put together like the ultimate superstar panel. Like if they told you can't sing, you're like, oh no, I can't sing because I believe them because they're major and they know what they're doing. So I'm gonna go with Beyonce. I would take some advice from Beyonce.
Yeah.
And she could have some time off because of the twins and everything.
See that? Stability for her,
Yes.
you know? Then I would say Kanye West. Yo, that would entertain
He would
me.
be the new Simon Cowell.
Yes, he would tell you like it is. And then we gotta add Taylor Swift.
Because of the energy between them
And
the
we should definitely
relationship.
sit Beyonce in the middle.
They may be fighting on the bed.
But it'll be
But
so
that's why we
interesting.
want-
Can they just
It'll
pull
be
that duel
entertaining.
back and just throw that in the mix with those three? And I think it would be amazing.
That's,
Yeah, right?
that's true. That's true. Because it's all about the energy between the judges. So I like that one.
That is
That's a
true.
good
You
one.
know who I also like that's
Who?
new and hip? Because I was thinking about the legends and I was thinking about something. Harry Styles. I like him. I think
You're
he'd
right.
be really
He's
good.
adorable.
You know, because he's been in a group and now he's like on his own.
Wasn't
and he's,
he on
X Factor.
X Factor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it would be good for it. But I'm excited. I hope this really happens. I really do. So, because the reason why they're talking about it happening is because right now The Voice is 2 cycles. And so now they're saying, well, if you put in American Idol, that will ease up 1 cycle of The Voice and it'll give you something new and different
To watch.
You know, as far to watch. So hopefully it'll happen.
That would be awesome.
I'd be watching. What's great when things get a second life, like for instance, your shoes. Okay, you guys, you have to check this out. According to The Sun, flight attendants have been selling their used shoes to people who have foot fetishes.
Dang. This is real, man.
Yes,
real.
right? Okay.
can
There
smell
are
it from
actually people who want the heels worn by flight attendants who walk up and down the aisles of airplanes all day
Wow.
long. And you guys, it can sell up to $65 online.
So first of all, how much do they spend on their shoes?
Yeah,
Because I'm trying to think of the profit here. Like,
Right?
if you're gonna
I
do
don't
this.
know. But would you guys ever sell a pair of your stinky shoes like these flight attendants are doing? I'm just saying.
Why they gotta be stinky, Tamara?
I don't know.
Why
That's
my
bullshit.
shoes gotta stink?
That's
I don't
part
know.
of the thing, I think.
Well, they're flight attendant shoes, so they've been traveling. They got a lot of wear. So, I mean, to answer your question, it's probably been for years. So they're going to make a profit off of it. I just don't know. And they say that the more they describe it, when you look at the descriptions, it still has an aroma of foot.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because people with foot fetishes. Guys, I
That's
got
the
the
number
weirdest-
one fetish. One of the number one fetishes.
yes.
Foot fetish.
Someone DM'd me, you guys.
What?
That watches the show. I got your DM. And he asked me if I could please send him photos of my feet.
Girl, you need to decline.
He said, the weirder thing is that I actually didn't find the request. Israel saw it on my DMs.
Oh my God.
We were actually looking, someone said they had sent me something for work, and I was like, babe, just go through it and see if you can find it. He's like, what is this? And the person was like, I love your little feet. He's like, your feet are so little. I just wanna, he wanted
real, Adrian.
But you know, we
Oh my
can't make
God.
fun of
Photos.
people's sexual fetishes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something that they do that is might be seeming to the other weird.
Well,
Right.
you know-
But if they're making a bit of money from their shoes, that's fine. But the only thing I can think of is every time I'm on an airplane, Joan Rivers taught me this trick.
Tell me.
Is if you ask them for 2 mini bottles of vodka.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I throw it all over the floor and all over the airplane bathroom.
And you
so that,
sanitize.
Yeah, so that when you step down, because there's no real way of cleaning an airplane after it's been built. So it sanitizes
Interesting.
it. But I come out smelling like an alcoholic because I'm in there praying to God there's no turbulence and that I don't hit the sides of anything.
That's
and then
true.
I come out stinking of vodka.
Right.
But it really does work. So I just keep thinking about how dirty airplane bathrooms are. And could you imagine they get that shoe, give it a good old lick?
Oh, what do they? My
So
question
gross.
is, what do they do with the shoe?
They smell it and
they go, you
they
know what
get
they do
into
with
it.
it.
No, I like what, Lonnie? Wait, I don't.
Okay, I want to say this. somebody DM me too, right?
Oh.
You gotta stop talking about feet on this show because, you know, because I talk about I don't have a baby toenail.
Neither do I.
You don't either?
No. I call it the
toenail.
Hey You Guys toe because it looks like
It looks like
from the
just
Goonies.
this. It looks just like this.
That's what it looks like.
It looks like a nubbin.
Yeah, and there's
that's
no
all it looked
toenail.
like. Well, the dude DM me, and he was like, I really want to see you and that little no-nail baby toe.
Wait,
No,
Lonnie, hold on. Wait,
promise
wait.
you.
I
There's
swear.
a dude out there that wants to suck on your nubbin.
That's called nubbin lovin', okay? Now, Kelly, I know you tend to have a little bit of a dirty mouth from time to time.
Love it.
I've been doing really good today, though, have I
You
not?
have
No,
been
yes, you are.
excellent.
Thank you.
At all.
But you know what? Tamara, I heard
Yes.
someone in your household has said something fresh.
What happened, Tam?
Oh my gosh, you guys, it happened. You know when you have a child and you're like really, really careful about the things that you say around them and the things that you so-called watch.
Yeah.
Kids are like sponges. So Aiden, this past weekend, I told him, okay, it's time to get out of bed. And you want to know what he said to me?
What?
It rhymes with bucket.
What did you do?
I said, oh, he didn't
What
even go
did
with
you
the-
say? And he said,
Did you say bucket? He said, no. I said, do you guys remember Christmas Story? You remember that movie, Christmas
Yes.
Story?
Yes.
And remember the scene with the soap?
Red
But
Riding
I
Hood
was,
gun?
yes, I was the mom on the other end. I was like, what did you say? Oh my God. So then I started like freaking out and I was like, okay. Where did you learn this? I called my husband. I was like, Adam, you'll never believe what your son said. And I pointed the phone to Aiden. I was like, Aiden, what did you say? He was like, you know. So then my husband was like, Tamara, I swear to God, I don't say that word. I say the other word, but I never say bucket, if you know what I mean.
The two words together.
Yes. So then I remember I had a conversation with Miss Lonnie Love on speakerphone. And I was like, Lonnie, do you remember the conversation we had? And you said, you don't remember saying that?
As Lonnie's sister.
She
and
said
co-host.
that word. She says it, and Aiden was playing trains, and I had you on speakerphone, right? But I will say, Lonnie is off the hook because after I calmed down, I just simply asked my 4-year-old where he heard it. Then he said he heard it in the bed. And I was like, in the bed? So then I asked Aiden, and you guys, you know what? We watch a show called Peaky Blinders. And Aiden was in the bed with us, and I thought he was asleep. But he wasn't.
Trust the British.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I know. So you're on the hook, Lonnie.
I could have sworn I don't cuss around him. I was trying to think. I was like, ooh.
Like,
I
they say
actually
it in
did do
bed.
that, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
With our friend, when I was in the car, you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
So I was on
Oh,
speakerphone,
wait,
and
yes.
we were trying to three-way Jeannie into the conversation, and I'm like every other word, and then all of a sudden, I'm just gonna say truck instead.
Okay.
You hear truck, 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 and I'm like, is your kid in the car? And he goes, yeah. I died every single time.
Yeah.
His little boy sees me now. He comes up to me and he goes, truck, 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 truck.
Too good. Okay, wait. So Tam, real quick, what are you gonna do if Aiden says it again?
Okay, well, so I've learned that if I bring any attention to it, like Aiden, don't you say that word. He just keeps saying it
Yeah.
with
He
a big
thinks it's
smile
funny.
on his face. He thinks it's funny. But when I ignore him, then he doesn't, he doesn't repeat it. So I think for now, I'm just going to ignore and see how that works.
That's what I do with my nieces, and it works.
Right.
Okay, it works.
You just carry on the conversation like it was never said, and you
Okay.
don't smile, don't look at anyone, just keep on going, and they don't realize what it is.
I just want America to know it wasn't me. All right?
It wasn't Lonnie.
Now, Kelly, I just really, really want to congratulate you on your new book.
Thank
There
you.
is no secret. Letters from a badass bitch.
Hey. So you.
First of all, the cover is so badass.
Yeah.
But, okay, what I love most about the book is how open and honest you are about your life. What made you actually want to tell your story through a series of letters?
Well, firstly, it was because I got really, really sick of people asking me, what's your secret? Like, I don't have one. Did you not see how long it took for me to get from that ugly, messed up child to almost not as messed up as I was, like, growing up adult?
Yeah.
Like, this took a long time. It's a huge journey, and it wasn't easy. And then I realized how selfish I was for even thinking that way, because if I don't tell the public and the media who I really am, then I have to follow their perception of me. So it's me taking my power back and saying, no, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. And there's a really strong message in there for me that is that in today's society, we've been sold this unrealistic idea of perfection and beauty that everybody has to live up to. And to me, I gotta say, I'm gonna say that, because every single person in this world is beautiful and unique in their own way. You will never be perfect, and there will always be somebody prettier, smarter, funnier than you right behind you. Just be the best you that you can be, rather than trying to be anyone else, because I wasted so many years of my life praying I'd wake up and be anyone but me.
Let them know. All right.
That's so dope.
That's awesome, though.
I love
She
that
was sending me videos of her reading my book on the way to Stagecoach.
Because, we were talking about it. Kelly kind of showcased her life on one of the first reality shows.
I used to watch it.
Yeah, and we judged, of course.
I never watched it.
And you were going through your thing, but when you guys read the book, what I love about you is that you piece together all of the mosaic of the chaos that you had to deal with. I didn't know that your mom managed the Smashing Pumpkins, and I didn't know the story behind why you color your hair all the time, and that dramatic chop that you did in front of your mom, and how your mom had to kind of behave in order to counteract the wild child
My
that
mom
you
would
were.
put a Laura Ashley floral dress on to pick us up and take us home from school, so that the moms had no excuse to pick on us for anything else, and then go home and put her 80s power suit back on.
Yeah, I love it.
Because she was always working, but the little quaint country English village that I went to school in, did not take kindly to somebody that bites the heads off bats and they call a Satanist. So my mom did everything to make sure that we were accepted and had no extra reasons to be bullied for.
She did a great job.
She did a great job.
You guys, our fans love coming through with the comments on our social media pages, and we love reading them. We take the good with the bad because it's definitely good material for a dramatic reading. You guessed it. It's time now for We Read You. All right. Today's comments come from YouTube, as we posted a girl chat video where we revealed the items we tend to steal or borrow from our significant others. Take a look at the clip.
Have you ever had a guy stay over, this is before you got married, and he take your toothbrush and use it?
I don't share Adam's toothbrush. No. If you're married, you can use your husband's toothbrush. No.
They also
you make out with him. Your mouth is doing worse. Your mouth has been worse places than the toothbrush, okay? That's the truth. You've done that, but you won't use the toothbrush?
Yes.
I like that clean. I'm not gonna do that after he uses the bathroom. You guys were very active in this comment section, so let's tune in, shall we? Dramatic music, please. And action!
Your mouth has been in worse places than the toothbrush? Realest-ish I ever heard. LMAO, Lonnie was getting her life after that was said.
719 likes. Here's Ivy.
I swear, if Tamara's sex tape ever leaked, I'm here for it.
You guys, 630 likes.
I can't relate to this topic because I don't have a man who will share his clothes with me.
576 likes.
At Tiana, I feel you, girl. I haven't had a man in over 10 years, so I know where you coming from. Blushing emoji. Tear emoji, tear emoji, tear emoji.
TBH, if I'm into a dude, there is no place to which my tongue won't go.
Did Tamara just say, I don't do that after he uses the bathroom? I like it clean?
Blushing emoji, blushing emoji, blushing emoji. Oh, hell. 164 likes, and yes, I did say that.
So, Tam Tam, all about that life, eh? I knew she was down on the low.
The definition of a lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets.
90 likes.
This conversation was so forced. And Lonnie's blouse is ugly. I want Lonnie's shirt. It's cute, girl. Thank you, boo.
Here's Callie with his 2 cents.
I don't care who it is. Using someone else's toothbrush is a no for me, dog. I just pop a tic-tac and keep it pushing. Hashtag, you little feisty McNasty. Filthy McNasty. What the hell do you guys talk about on this show?
Yo, LOL, this has got to be one of the realest conversations on the real. I am here eating my chips, getting my life like, tell me more. And your mouth has been in dirtier places? Interesting. Eats chips savagely.
So, Adrian, is your nastiness a New York thing, a Latina thing, a Scorpio thing, or a Houghton thing? I'm sick. Ooh. It's all of the above.
And cut! End scene. Excellent job, ladies. I guess we deserve that. All right. Let's take a bow.
A few months ago, a good friend of mine told me an incredible story about how her cousin had overcome the tragedy of losing her unborn son by turning pain into relief for hundreds of other grieving parents. I wanted to share the story of her organization, Peytons Purpose, so please welcome my good friend, 7th Streeter, and her cousin, Artisha Spencer.
Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
7, what inspired you to share your cousin's story?
Well, honestly, she's just probably one of the strongest people that I have ever met in my entire life. You know, her and her husband, they've been trying to have a child for about 7 years. Mm-hmm. And, you know, God had different plans and he needed an extra angel. And, you know, Peyton is now in heaven. So many women go through what she's gone through, but not everyone is able to turn it around the way that her and her husband were able to do it.
Wow. Artisha, what happened to Peyton?
His death certificate says a cord accident, so his cord was twisted. And I didn't know it was happening until I didn't feel his movement that morning at work.
How far along were
I was
you?
7 months.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
When you decided to start Peyton's Purpose, like, what is like your mission with it?
The mission is to raise awareness because while in the hospital for 4 days, we got the best care that they could possibly give. But once I was discharged, the care ceased. There was no follow-up.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there was no follow-up. There was no aftercare. They didn't call and say, how are you guys doing? Are you guys coping? Nothing. And so I felt abandoned. I felt dropped. I felt just left out in the cold. They wheeled me out to my husband's car, and they left us there, and that was it.
Are you serious?
That was it.
So you muster up all your emotion, you heal from this, and then now you're putting what you believe women like this need in a care package. So what goes in the care package?
Well, what goes in there is a book about grief. It's called Always Within by Melissa Elshman.
Okay.
I put a bathrobe, body wash, lotion. Sometimes I put a candle, shampoo and conditioner, a daily devotional, a journal, a pen, some chocolate. It's the same thing a coworker got from me. So I felt it helped me so much. I said, I got to give back. I got to do something to shift this pain because it left me in a dark place. So I had to do something because it helped me so much. So I had to help someone else too. So
Wow.
Wow.
How has Peyton's Purpose helped you?
well, it has helped my healing so much. It's been 1 year and 5 months, but I've grown as far as my healing process because you go through all the stages of grief, but just helping these women. So in 6 months, we've sent out 350 packages all over the world.
Wow. Artesia, so how do you select how do you choose to give the packages?
Well, I have a website. So the website, they go in there and they request the care package. It doesn't matter if the woman was 5 weeks or 40 weeks. A loss is a loss. So I have a website, and also we have a Facebook page and an Instagram. So they submit the request on there, and I just ship it out.
All right.
Wow.
Oh,
I just have to say, I think that what you're doing is so important, and you are both such beautiful women for standing up and doing this. And if you ever need any help spreading the word, I'll be here for you to do so.
Yeah.
Because I want to make sure that Peyton's Purpose is out there for every woman who goes through this, every man who goes through this.
Well, after Seven told us about everything that you're doing, we wanted to help. But we're not the only ones. We reached out to some friends, and they really came through. So, where are the bags?